Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Doon Kennedy Hobart Aquatic Centre for what is going to be a fantastic match and my pick for the closest of the grand finals here today, as we see a spirited GB team coming up against a very well-drilled French outfit. And joining me in the commentary box, fresh off the plane from Paris, Thomas de Trebon. Thomas, welcome back to the commentary booth.
Thank you, Nick. Bonjour à tous. Donc nous voici donc en direct de la finale tant attendue avec les Français. Donc effectivement, une équipe de France assez expérimentée avec des joueurs qui viennent d'un peu partout de la France. Une équipe de coach en place depuis un très longtemps, depuis je pense à peu près 10 ans. Donc ils ont déjà fait une finale, ils ont déjà gagné une fois. Ils ont l'expérience et les joueurs ont suffisamment de qualité pour gagner. Maintenant, encore une fois, le meilleur va gagner.
Thanks, Tom. Fabulous introduction there for our French viewers. Now, I'm hoping, Tom, I didn't offend anyone back home with my pronunciations of the introduction of the players there, as my French is not très bon.
C'est vrai, Nick, c'est vrai, ta prononciation est un peu bizarre, mais tu as fait un effort de le dire en français et nous te remercions. Thank you, Nick, for this.
So the least I can do is apologise, Tom. So as the game clock ticks down with just over 4 minutes to go, let's have a look at the team list here for the viewers back home. The Great Britain under-19 men's team, number 2 sitting out and number 8 sitting out there. So that's George Lythe and Oliver Curl taking a rest. So playing this game, number 3, Oliver Carnock Crawford. Number 4, Harry Thompson. Number 5, Christoph Gilson. Number 6, Lyndon Beddoe. Number 7, son of the coach, Matthew Adams, so controversial pick there. Number 9, Elliot Atkins. Number 10, Tom Pitchforth, dating the coach's daughter, so another controversial pick. Number 11, Nathan Archer. Number 12, Caleb Pullen. And obviously rounding out their list there, Tom, Zach Tate, obviously included for his efficiency due to his fabulous spray tan that he sports around the pool deck.
Merci Nick, merci beaucoup, là ça devient énorme. Donc parlons des Français. Donc nous avons en numéro 2 Romuald Piazier, en numéro 3 Bastien Belloir, en numéro 4 Florentin Dufour, en numéro 5 Adrien Marin. Ah, j'ai oublié de vous dire, Florentin est le capitaine et Adrien le vice-capitaine. En numéro 6 Ulysse Flandrin, en numéro 7 qui ne joue pas ce match Charles Sting Glamber. Donc je pense que je suis aussi mauvais que Nick, j'ai du mal à la prononciation. En numéro 8 Clément Arocas, en numéro 9 Valentin Carré, en numéro 10 Tom Buatier, en numéro 11 Kevin Copin, en numéro 12 qui ne jouera pas ce match Maxime Chalaillé et en numéro 13 Joël Mingazon. En coach nous avons Olivier Bain et Paul Barrault.
And Tom, we're in for an exciting game here. Looking back in the round robin, these two teams faced each other and we had our only nil-all draw of the tournament across any divisions. Do you have a pick for how this game's going to unfold and a scoreline for us?
Sorry. Donc effectivement, le match a été d'égale force pendant le round robin. Sorry, I have to speak in English because I'm lost. Okay, the round robin was equal, so the two teams were in equal force. Maintenant, nous allons voir ce qui va se passer. Donc les Français vont évidemment jouer leur jeu, un jeu très puissant, un jeu de vitesse, un jeu de présence au fond. Est-ce qu'ils auront suffisamment de force pour être capables de le faire? Les Anglais vont essayer de résister forcément et même de marquer. Maintenant, qui va gagner? Nous allons bientôt le voir.
And you're getting a lot of shout-outs in the chat here, Tom. Ginsberger Moore is very excited. Is salut from him. And we've got Diedrich Engelbrecht getting excited there with a bit of Go GB. And it's going to be a fantastic game here, Tom. I think for me, both teams have been building momentum as the tournament carries on. We see the French doing a lot of splashing there to try and get excited. The French, I think, are playing the tighter structure and probably the stricter game plan. So I think if the GB boys can get their passion and their emotion going, I think they're a chance to take this one out. But I think it could go either way, and I think there'll only be one goal in it, Tom.
Tout à fait d'accord, Nick. Ça va être un très gros match. Les deux équipes sont très proches, même si leurs jeux sont complètement différents. Les deux équipes sont en finale. Les deux équipes veulent gagner. Leurs jeux sont un peu différents. Nous allons voir qui va gagner, Nick.
Yeah, we've got Mike Butterworth there jumping up and getting excited that hopefully the scoreline stays like what it is. So we're directly linked from the score clock on the deck here, Tom. So it's showing 8-0 at the moment to GB over France. But obviously with just under a minute to go, that'll reset to 0-0 shortly.
Yeah, for sure, it won't be 8-0. Donc bien sûr, ça va jamais être 8-0. Les deux équipes sont égales. Je pense à un 1-0, 2-1. Et si vraiment une équipe est très supérieure à l'autre, peut-être un 3-1. Mais pour moi, on se prépare vers une mort subite. I think we're going to a sudden death.
Oh, I like the idea of sudden death. That excites me. If we look back to the final placings from last time's, the third age group World Championships, Tom, we had France coming in second and GB coming in fourth. So France staying about where they were, but it's been a big pickup by this GB team as we got just under 30 seconds left here, Tom.
Yeah, I know. The GB are coming from far, but because they've done. Oh, sorry. Donc désolé les gars, effectivement les Anglais reviennent de loin, mais une fois qu'ils sont sur la route, il va falloir les arrêter, donc aux Français de le faire.
As we get underway and the clock is counting down the last 10 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and we are underway here at the 4th CMAS World Age Group Underwater Hockey Championships in our Under-19 men's final, Tom.
Ok, les Français ont pris le palais en premier, donc c'est une bonne chose et on attaque des deux côtés, on le voit, le match est très engagé. Tout le monde est sous l'eau. Qui va remonter le premier? Il me semble que les Français continuent de pousser.
Yeah, it's definitely the French team, Tom. I agree, with tight numbers on the bottom there to start with, as GB turning that one around and moving across the pool. But GB players just running into each other a little bit, and the French have wrestled back some possession, and it's highway to the danger zone here as GB clears that one out, Tom.
Yeah, that was a danger zone. Je confirme tout à fait pour toi, une grosse attaque des Français. Ils ont maîtrisé le palais, les Anglais les ont retenus, ont pu les repousser, mais en faisant une faute, c'est un mauvais départ pour les Anglais, I will say.
Yeah, we've got Lazy Hands wheeling there with his subtle gloving call going against GB, so an early advantage puck here, and Simon Talbot dishing out already an excessive hugging warning to a player there. I missed who that was, but it's a free puck here for France, and beautiful pictures we're getting here, Thomas.
Tout à fait, les images sont magnifiques, Nick, je suis très content de ce championnat. C'est une très belle organisation et j'espère que je vais être très très heureux avec une victoire.
Yeah, thanks for those praises there, mate. That's fantastic. So we've got a warning being given out straight away there. It's a stick infringement against France there. And it looked like the number 11 there, Kevin Colpin.
Oh, I think it was... je crois que c'était Ulysse Flandrin qui a eu l'avertissement. Number 6, I think.
Oh, number 6. Yeah, that works for me too, Tom. Let's go with number 6.
Okay. That's fine.
As the game gets back underway here and the puck caught up on that far wall, both teams wrestling for control. It'll be interesting to see who can manage to make that puck theirs here in this first 5 minutes, Thomas.
Oui, donc on a vu donc un contrôle, on arrive sur le mur. J'espère qu'on ne va pas rester trop longtemps sur ce mur parce qu'on ne voit pas trop ce qui se passe. On voit que des deux côtés, les arrières sont assez reculés pour éviter justement un contre.
As we got another infringement here, so we've got gloving, Simon Talbot calling gloving both ways there, Tomo, and electing for the equal puck. As a player, equal puck's often frustrating. You like to see the game keep going. If both players are gloving, well, let's just sort it out on the bottom and see who comes away with it.
Je suis d'accord et je ne suis pas d'accord. On ne peut pas non plus laisser tout faire. On est dans les premières minutes du match. Il faut que les arbitres soient extrêmement stricts pour bien montrer qu'ils sont le maître du jeu. I say the referee have to show they're here and they're very strict for the first minute to have keeping the control of the game. Donc c'est ce qu'ils font maintenant. Nous allons voir si ça va servir aux Français ou si ça va leur desservir. Pour l'instant, tout va bien.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You want to have control of the game, especially when there's a French team in there, right, Tom? As Diedrich chimes in on the chat saying, Tom, let Nick speak, which I couldn't agree more with Diedrich. He knows the lay of the land in this chat room, Tom.
Diedrich, you should stay home and start to learn playing hockey and getting some medals. Désolé les gars, Diedrich, je sais même pas si tu sais jouer au hockey, donc arrête de dire n'importe quoi. Nous sommes les maîtres du monde.
As we see a gloving infringement there against GB as the French get a free puck. And we've got Belinda Archer watching with Vicky Adams at home, the coach's daughter, going out with his team's captain. So controversial selection of the captain there, Thomas.
Non, je ne peux pas aller dans cette direction, donc je te laisse tes propres propos, Nick. On a vu le coup franc qui est bien parti, mais qui est arrivé, je crois, directement sur une crosse anglaise, ce qui n'est pas très bon. Donc le fameux coin, on est allé bien dans le coin, on a enfoncé le palais dans le coin, c'est bien. Could be a good tactic to put the puck in the corner, but it will be much better to put in the trolley. What do you think, Nick?
Yes, yeah, I think in the trolley or the tin or the bun or the tray or the net or the goal, depending on what you want to call it. But at this stage, neither team really wanting to take possession of the puck. Both teams happy just to try and hit it, Tom.
Oui, tout à fait, Nick, tout à fait. Encore une fois, c'est donc un jeu très agressif, très engagé pour les deux équipes. Les deux équipes se tiennent. Effectivement, les Français ont un petit avantage. Ils tiennent les Anglais dans leur camp. Mais ça permet aux Anglais de pouvoir tourner et d'avoir 6 joueurs frais à chaque fois. Ce qui n'est pas forcément une très bonne tactique pour les Français. Il va falloir marquer vite.
Yeah, as we see old Rapid Digits Talbot there signaling another gloving infringement against GB. That's the second of those in a row. As big flick launched into a pack of players there as the French apply pressure along the tray. There's a lot of numbers down. Both teams working hard there,
I think it's finished. I think it's finished. Trust me. No. Ooh, penalty goal, penalty goal. Ok, donc effectivement pour nous on avait l'impression qu'il y avait eu le but. Le but n'a pas été mis. Les Français vont donc avoir un penalty. Penalty goal.
Yeah,
don't even need to take the penalty.
No, as we see a replay there on our screen, Thomas, of what was just a lot of bodies on the bottom there. Hard to see anything in there, but Simon Talbot pulling out a bit of gloving down the back wall, which not unusual, right-hander trying to defend that corner of the tray. You're doing everything you can in there, Tom.
Je suis tout à fait d'accord avec toi, Nick. Et aujourd'hui, nous avons, quand un arrière défend le but et qui sort le palais avec le point, il reçoit une pénalité de 2 minutes. Mais quand un avant met le palais avec le point, il n'est pas puni. Je pense que nous devons changer cette règle. What I think, Nick, it's when a halfback or fullback take the puck out of the trolley, get a 2-minute penalty. But when a forward put it in with his hand, he just get a free puck against him. I think that's not fair, and maybe we should change it.
I mean, that's not a problem we have in Australian hockey, mate. It must be a French thing, this pulling it out with your hand and putting it in with your glove. Like, I quite often use this funny thing in my hand. You might not have seen it before. It's called a bat, or some people call it a stick, and it's what you push the puck around with.
Ah, that's why we're having so many trouble. Ok, merci Nick. Donc j'avais effectivement pas compris. La crosse, elle sert pas à faire des frites, mais elle sert à jouer au palais. Merci Nick, merci beaucoup.
Yeah, no, I'm always happy to help you out, Tom. I know you've done a lot for hockey, and it's the least I could do for you as we see the play stagnate a little bit on that far wall there, Tom.
Donc tout à fait, on est encore sur le mur, mais comme on l'a toujours dit, il est toujours bon d'apprendre et je suis content de pouvoir apprendre un nouveau truc. La crosse, les gars, ça sert à pousser le palais et à le mettre dans le but. Allez-y, montrez-leur aux Anglais.
Now, I'm not going to give Diedrich any more airtime after this one, Thomas, but he's calling you out here for having soft hands, I believe, and that you can't play hockey with them. So I'll give you one last attack at him, and then we'll remove him from the chat room.
Diedrich, what you call soft hand, it's called skillful hand and skillful skills. You will learn that one day if you grow up.
As we see now, the GB guys have managed to push it up into the defensive half there. Once again, Rapid Digits Talbot signalling an illegal knockdown there as the GB boys will get an advantage puck deep in French defense here, Thomas.
Oui, donc là, les Français commencent à faire des fautes. Attention les gars, on a dit la clé du match, pas de faute, pas de pression. On a 1-0, on ne doit pas faire de faute. On doit se concentrer, rester sur le palais. Et comme Nick l'a dit, on joue avec la crosse sur le palais. The stick on the puck, as Nick said.
Yes, yeah, that's right. And we'd like to see a bit more of that and hopefully get this game flowing as we get a fantastic referee crutch shot there as the game moves across. And the GB boys just trying to flick it around and find some space on the outside, but just loose passing from both teams there, Tom.
Oui, donc là on a vu effectivement une belle attaque des Français, mais l'ailier français a voulu se placer derrière 2 blancs. Ça veut dire que le pivot doit pouvoir envoyer un palais à 5-6 mètres. Et même Nick et même moi-même, nous ne sommes pas capables de faire ça. Donc attention, gardez de la sobriété et de la lucidité, les gars.
Yeah, as Chris Meeks from New Zealand there, Thomas, signalling a stick infringement against the French. So another great opportunity here for GB deep in the French defence.
Attention les gars, attention, on commence à faire des fautes, il faut se reconcentrer. 1-0, le match n'est jamais fini.
As the GB take the puck here, 3 players setting in front of it and the French dart out. It's chipped into a dangerous position here, right in the middle of the highway to the danger zone.
No more danger.
But GB players staying down. Oh, there's a bit of tit for tat there with some sticks and arms and gloves and bats and everything there, Thomas.
Yeah, c'est vraiment une grosse pression que les Anglais mettent en ce moment, mais ils doivent mettre une grosse pression. Ils sont un but en retard, donc forcément il va falloir attaquer. Les Français doivent se contrôler, absorber la pression, absorb the pressure as we said, and deliver the puck.
Yeah, interesting first half so far, Thomas. The French certainly had the control there for the first half of this first half, but now, just in this last minute as we are hitting 6.5 minutes left here, it seems GB have picked the intensity up a bit to respond to that French goal.
Tu te rappelles Nick, on avait dit l'équipe qui veut gagner va gagner. Les Français voulaient gagner, pour l'instant ça se passe bien, mais là les Anglais veulent gagner, ils ne veulent pas laisser leur part du gâteau aux Français. C'est normal, donc ils vont se reconcentrer. C'est une finale, tout le monde veut gagner, mais il faut être les plus forts.
Yeah, as the GB backs repelling that drive, but just electing to curl it back into the middle, which has let the France take possession and keep driving it forward. But both teams here, Tom, there's a lot of loose passing going on.
Oui, donc c'est un peu le problème des Français. Je ne savais pas que c'était aussi le problème des Anglais de faire des passes à l'adversaire. Comme je l'ai toujours dit, avant le match, on regarde sa crosse. Comme ça, on se dit je suis blanc, je passe à un blanc. I always say you look at your bat, you white, you give to the white. If you're not clever enough to know with who you're playing. Si vous n'êtes pas assez concentré, vous pouvez toujours le faire. Donc faites-le les gars.
Yeah, and especially important for you there, Tom, to keep it a simple plan because obviously too many instructions, you get very confused. So I like the approach you're taking as the game gets back underway here. As it's good to see Rapid Hands Talbot. He's taken a bit of our advice on board from the commentary booth and he's slowed his signalling down a bit. And Chris Meek there. And I'm not sure about this new gloving call, whether it's kind of like the pepper grinder. They're going flat hand as opposed to the fist into the palm there, Thomas.
Je peux pas répondre. Moi, je suis qu'un organisateur. Je ne sais pas. Je n'y connais plus rien en arbitrage. Tout ce que je sais, c'est que nous avons les meilleurs arbitres du monde dans l'eau pour cette finale. Et pour l'instant, tout est très équilibré et très fair, comme on dit en anglais.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Tom. I couldn't have said it better myself. As the buzzer goes again, this time. Once again, Rapid Digits Talbot there, signalling against the French, and that's quite the call's going probably 75% against the French here. How do you think Paul Barrow will be coping with this in the coach's box there, Thomas?
Paul ne sera jamais content. Il sera content que quand on va gagner, donc j'espère qu'on va gagner. Pour l'instant, on est donc sur le bon chemin. Mais encore une fois, là nous voyons une percée française, peut-être le prochain but. Les Français sont en train de mettre une grosse pression sur les Anglais. Ils continuent. Il manque le troisième ailier. Le troisième ailier était dans les choux comme on appelle, mais c'est reparti.
Yeah, no, once again, just that loose flicking letting both teams down as now it's GB responding with some fast movers up the highway there, Thomas.
Yeah, they're responding and they flick back to the French. They have the same problem.
Maybe we need a timeout here just for the teams to remind themselves of whose bat is who.
Exactement, laissez-nous un temps mort et nous allons expliquer au coach ce qu'il faut faire avec l'équipe. Nous sommes là pour ça.
No, it's hard, Tom. We can't be everywhere. We're here commentating. We're running the tournament. If only we could be in there coaching as well.
Oh, in the water, Nick. If we could be in the water.
Yeah, we would much rather be playing as GB calls a timeout here. Maybe taking our advice. There could be someone listening back home, perhaps sending a message out to Richards Adam there, and he's probably swimming out and going, boys, white sticks. We're white sticks.
Yeah, for sure. They've done that. They're very clever. They've got lots of people around them. Mais maintenant, les Français peut-être font la même chose et peut-être ont écouté nos conseils et ont expliqué aux gars qu'on ne fait pas de faute. On passe à un noir, on a une crosse noire, on donne le palais dans la crosse noire, précisément dans la crosse et pas un anglais. Rappelez-vous, l'anglais est l'ennemi héréditaire, nous devons le vaincre. I said that GB is the best opponent we never have. We have to beat him one more time.
Yeah. Obviously the GB France channel battle, very similar to our Australian Kiwi Trans-Tasman battle we have here, as there was some good gesticulating from both coaches in those huddles there, Tom. I like the way that Paul, not only using the finger point, but also the thumb point. I think when you put those two together, it can really tell a story.
Effectivement, c'est la grande force de Paul. Il est capable de parler avec les bras. Il peut aussi parler avec les jambes, mais vous ne le voyez pas car les gens le regardent dans les yeux actuellement.
As the game gets back underway here, it's a strong stack of GB players, and they elect to just try and go straight through the French here, Tom.
Straight through, but the French resist. Les Français donc ont repoussé cet assaut et doivent repartir de plus belle. Il manque encore un petit peu de... Il manque la vitesse que les Français avaient le match d'hier pour être plus de présence et plus de nage. Là, ils se laissent un peu emporter. Il reste 3 minutes. Il va falloir qu'ils retrouvent des ressources car les Anglais sont pleins de ressources.
Can't help but thinking if the number 3 from GB there, Oliver Carnock-Crawford, I believe he's a Welshman actually, would go a lot better if he just straightened his mask up a bit, Tomo. He's playing with a very bent mask and one foggy eye there, so that might be impeding their ability to put this one in the bun.
Je pense comme toi, il faudrait que les arbitres puissent aider les joueurs et quand ils ont de la buée dans leur masque, il faudrait les mettre en prison pour qu'ils puissent nettoyer leur match. C'est une très bonne idée.
And we see this tactic again from Paul Barrow there as we see some aggressive gesticulating. He did this last night in a game that the French boys got up in where he called a timeout straight off the back of the other coach's timeout. Is this a standard French tactic, Thomas?
I have no idea, but je pense que ça lui a bien réussi une fois, il a peut-être envie de le refaire, c'est aussi un bon coup. Le coach vient de mettre une grosse pression à ses joueurs et le deuxième coach récupère. Le deuxième
number
coach.
3 there with his
number
bent
3,
mask.
but even his mask is wrong, so I think they need advice. Ok, donc je pense que c'est une bonne tactique de coach d'appeler un temps mort juste après l'autre coach pour rebriser la stratégie que l'autre coach est en train de mettre en place.
Dangerous position here as we see some speed there from the GB boys getting in early. That's the number 11 there, Tom Pitchforth, the captain.
Big
There's a bit of
big
argy-bargy.
fighting.
That's some great footage there, a bit of use of everything they've got as the French sweep that one clear, Tom.
Yeah, but they let him swim nearly into the goal, so they should have stopped him. Ils l'ont laissé nager jusque sur le but. Que fait l'avancante? Il doit plonger sur lui.
It'll be interesting to watch that replay again as we've both referees are signalling something here, and we just see there's some good argy-bargy there. To me, that's probably the captain there, Tom Pitchforth, just throwing his rig around a little bit and getting a bit of arm work into the French player's head. But the referees have seen it to be against France.
C'est comme ça, Nick. On peut rien faire. On doit juste ne pas faire de faute et surtout pas de faute stupide comme celle-là.
Yeah, no, there's definitely some stupid work going on there as it's a good shit fight in a tough fought contest, but
that's not good.
Number 5, 2 minutes. The vice captain there, that's Adrian Morant, who had a massive game and a huge impact in the competition last night. As we go to a replay up here, Tom, and we look here, looking for the number 5, and it looks like he's just tried to climb underneath the GB player there.
Ok, oui, nous sommes à 5 maintenant. À 5, évidemment, il va falloir faire très attention. Ne pas prendre de but. Première chose, on ne prend pas but. Deuxième chose.
He's given a bit of the what the hell's going on signal there as Thomas drops the second F-bomb in the commentary booth that we've had all week, and he's responsible for both of them.
That was not me, je parle que français, monsieur.
Dragging our professional commentary team into disrepute here, ladies and gentlemen. It's taking
les gars, il y a un problème. J'ai un Anglais derrière moi qui arrête pas de dire des insultes et ils le font passer sur moi. Ce n'est pas moi, je ne fais jamais ça.
There's now 2 French players in the bin as we come back to the game at hand, and the puck's in there as we just once again the French clearing it.
Yeah, they're clearing, but one more time it's a fault. I hope it's not a French one. No.
As we get a third, Thomas, he's really, as we go to the action replay here, and we're watching. As you just see, Chris Meeks there in a great position underneath our camera, has seen a French player pick it up on his glove and drag it around. So this is number 9 from France, Valentin Carr.
Ouais, Valentin Carr, oh là là, attention, donc là un penalty, donc ça va être très dur.
Have you ever seen a 2-on-1 with such good footage, Thomas?
No, never. Oh!
Yes. I think it could be gloving.
Yeah,
I think it could be a break,
not,
actually.
Could be not, yeah.
But no, it's we're going to the replay as we watch here. To me, that's a break to start with anyway, but there's definitely a push through, but incidental gloving. He's put it back on the bat to put it in. As we play the replay again, let's just watch this one closely, Thomas. As we rock it in, just watch this French player. He just springs off the wall just before the touch of the puck. But yes,
it looks a bit like gloving, but anyway, that's a goal. That's a goal.
So it is 1-1 here in this battle for the gold medal at the 4th CMAS World Age Group Championships. And what a game we have in front of us here, Thomas.
Effectivement, donc le match est relancé. Pourquoi il est relancé? Simplement parce qu'on a fait des erreurs, on a été sous pression et on a commencé à faire des fautes. On l'a dit 50 fois, on ne doit pas faire de fautes. Là aujourd'hui, on se retrouve à 4. Il va falloir tenir à 4 contre 6.
And all our excitement, let's not forget that the French still have 2 in the sin bin here, Thomas, so playing with 4 as they get ready to go back to 5.
I would say if you are Dutch, you play much better game at 4, but the problem is we are French, so I don't know.
It's number 13 getting ready to get back in here as we see referee Nathan Whelan there just octopusing his way around, a bit of a jellyfish manoeuvre, keeping an eye on the player as the French switch it across there, Thomas. That's interesting. Open court for the French.
Yeah, ils ouvrent le jeu à 4, super, il fallait le faire à 6 les gars, il faut pas hésiter quoi. Donc maintenant ils sont 5 c'est un peu mieux, mais 5 il faut tenir la pression et après on a toujours peur que l'équipe s'écroule parce que les gens seront épuisés. Donc là on voit un compte français mais qui ne va pas pouvoir aller au bout sauf s'il est aidé. Oh,
hard fought contest there with the French player driving that one strong up the middle. The French seem to be lifting a little bit here, Tom, and trying to respond to certainly what has been a kick in intensity by this young GB team.
Donc tout à fait, donc on voit les Anglais qui ont repris du poil de la bête comme on dit. Les Français sont encore 5, ils manœuvrent à 5, ils tiennent. Je pense que c'est le tournant du match. Les Français, dès qu'ils vont revenir à 6, vont pouvoir enfin marquer un but et se délivrer de cette pression anglaise qui est arrogante.
Yeah, as the puck just bottled up here at a 45 out off the French defensive goal tray. Just the numbers dropping a little bit on the bottom there, Tom. I wonder if the first 14 minutes here has taken its toll on the players.
Nick, c'est d'une très bonne question que tu poses. Que va-t-il se passer maintenant? Nous n'en savons rien. Encore une fois, le Français va rentrer. Nous allons être 6. Mais les Français ont défendu à 4, ils ont défendu à 5. Ils sont fatigués. Donc heureusement pour nous, c'est bientôt la fin de la mi-temps. Ils vont pouvoir rentrer, se reposer, avoir 3 minutes de récupération pour repartir sur un gros match, Nick.
Yeah, as we see the arm of soft hands Whelan there, just a bit of a bend in the elbow as he signals that. Not as crisp as a Hugo or a Viro, but with 20 seconds left on the clock, it's a bit of a battle on the wall. Both teams trying to wrestle control of this puck, but it's really anyone's game still at 1 apiece here, Tom.
Oui, donc là il nous reste 9 secondes, il faut surtout pas prendre de but. Les deux équipes vont maîtriser le palais sur le mur en attendant de relancer le match. Il reste 15 minutes. Non. Ah les gars, là, ça ne va pas du tout.
Yeah, once again, it's Adrian Morant there. He spent a fair bit of time in the bun yesterday as well, and he's got another 2 minutes. That's referee Chris Meeks dishing that one out as we've about to go to half time here, Tom. It's going to be 1 apiece as we go to the 3-minute break. We've got a few people climbing in on the chat, Tom. British can play with the gloves too. Also, George Watson, who's a big fan of yours, Tom, asking me, Nick, what is accidental gloving? And I'd say that would be where the puck is on your glove by accident, Tom. So, George, if you need some help with that, isn't that what all gloving is? Well, no, sometimes when you play against the French, maybe it's not accidental gloving, Tom.
Ok, Nick, tu veux me pousser dans mes retranchements? Il va falloir que je vous réexplique qui vous a appris à jouer depuis longtemps. Donc, arrête de faire ça, Nick. Il faut jouer le match. We're here for commentary, not to make some fun of us.
Good.
But
my apologies, Tom.
Okay.
My apologies. I know. You have no response. It's all right.
Especially we didn't lose so far, but when we start losing, I will become angry, and that will be the end.
As we go to half-time here, we saw some footage there of the Colombian girls doing their dance warm-up on the side, the defending world champion under-23 Colombian girls. And as we go here to the French, what do you think Coach Paul Barrow is saying there, Thomas?
I think he's not happy with the game, especially at 1 or 2 seconds before the end, and you're going out for a penalty. It's not for a penalty and for a fault. And, donc je pense que Paul doit être très mécontent. D'ailleurs, on le voit à son visage, il n'a pas l'air content. On voit le visage fermé d'Olivier Bain, il n'est pas content non plus. Les joueurs ne jouent pas à leur niveau. La peur, le stress, la pression des Anglais. Les Anglais aussi poussent les Français. Donc résultat, on a du mal à jouer notre jeu. Je ne vois pas les Français nager comme ils l'ont fait le match d'hier. Il manque quelque chose, l'inspiration. They have to get inspired if they want to win.
Yeah, look, I think I've been impressed with the work rate and intensity from both teams here, especially given this is an under-19 competition. Both teams are looking fit and both teams are looking spirited. And really, this second half is anyone's to win, Tom.
Bien sûr, tout le monde peut gagner. 1-0, 0-0 le premier match, 1-0 à la mi-temps. On s'approche du 2-1. I think we're going to have the 2-1, no extra time or extra time. What do you think?
Oh, I don't. It's too close to call for me at this stage, Tom. I like the idea of sudden death, golden goal, extra time with the Tom Pitchforth there getting the big dolphin kick going and putting the breakaway goal in, supported by Matthew Adams, the sister of the coach's daughter being...
Sorry, Nick, I don't think it will go like this, but I think we're going to go to sudden death, and I think, let's say, Florentin Dufour will score the goal with a long breakaway with a nice skill and swerve. We're going 3 guys and score on the left.
That sounds more like an Australian player move to me, Thomas.
Yeah, but I teach him to play like this. Trust me, he's an Australian guy.
As we've got Rob Tinkler chiming in and saying is Morant is being a little bit naughty as usual and needs to focus on the puck there, Thomas.
Merci Rob, je le sais, mais je ne suis pas coach, je peux que encourager les gars, leur dire d'y aller. On a vu les femmes françaises, les filles, les jeunes femmes françaises encourager leur équipe. Il va falloir qu'elles crient un peu plus, les filles. Oh, oh.
And you've got Ginsberg and Maud there jumping to your defence as usual, Tom. And there's no foul here. Tom and I, our competition goes a long way back in the pool, and we like to bring it onto the microphone as well as the game gets underway here in the second half, Thomas.
Donc on l'a vu, autant comme en première mi-temps les Français étaient dominateurs, là en deuxième mi-temps ils semblent un peu moins dominateurs. Attention, le numéro 8, il faut regarder le palais et pas se retourner du mauvais côté. La petite chose rose, c'est le palais, c'est ça qu'il faut regarder les gars.
Yeah, and GB starting with a lot of intensity here, driving that puck right up the highway to the danger zone, looking to swoop the tower, but the French defence strong there, but the GB have picked it up behind. There's a flick at the tray. We've got a signal on the deck.
No goal.
Referee Simon Talbot wiping the table there with his hands and signalling no goal and pushing a spirited GB back. The first 45 seconds of this game, action-packed as we see a replay here on the screen. The French defence scrambling, Thomas.
Don't like they're only 5 against 6, and the 6 we had the pressure. GB, they put high pressure on the French.
No, smart move from GB there, electing to just take the highway to the danger zone and put that one in the tray, but sadly just infringing as they finish that play off, and it's pretty much action repeated here, Thomas.
Oh, encore une fois, la grosse pression des Anglais, grosse pression, et là peut-être une faute anglaise si je ne me trompe pas.
We've got a signal, it's Chris Meek here, signalling excessive hugging against France, Thomas.
Je suis pas tout à fait d'accord, j'ai pour ma part vu que c'était une faute anglaise, mais bon, l'arbitre a toujours raison, donc on se replace, on défend, on est toujours 5. Il nous reste à peu près 25 secondes à être 5, il va falloir tenir les gars, on tient bien, pas d'erreur.
Yeah, good early positioning there from that GB forward as we go to the surface camera. And the French have broken it out and on a fast swim. Oh, it's a good curl, great second effort from the French player there, Thomas.
Très bonne nage du nageur, du joueur, il est reparti encore une fois, il est reparti à l'attaque. Maintenant le 6e joueur rentre, le joueur frais rentre. À lui de prendre le palais et prendre le contrôle du... Non.
As we see the French number 5 rejoining the fray here, Thomas. So it's back to 6 on 6 as we tick over the first 2 minutes, and it feels like it's been 10 minutes already. It's been a frantic start to this second half, Thomas.
C'était un très gros départ des Anglais. Les Français ont retenu la pression. À eux d'aller mettre la pression maintenant.
Yeah, Liam Watson chiming in. He's comparing you to Eddie the Eagle there, Thomas, as getting the crowd support behind you as we see, once again, loose flicking from both teams. So the French just firing that straight to a GB player there, Thomas.
Non, c'est vraiment pas bon. On a vu les deux équipes le font. On voit des palais à personne. Là, on voit une bonne attaque au centre avec une bonne palais. Non, il n'a pas eu le temps de le passer trop tard. Et là, on revient en pression. On voit le soutien des avants, le travail des arrières. Mais est-ce que ça va être suffisant? That's look.
Yeah, it's too close to call at the moment, Thomas. Both teams playing with serious courage and conviction, but possibly getting a little bit heat in the head and not being able to execute their game plans as their coaches would want.
Yeah, it's pressure. And you've been there, you've been at their seat, and we've been there, and we know that pressure is pressure. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll be interesting to see what these young players can come up with as GB electing to go to the wall against a strong French outfit, which to me, Thomas, might play to the advantage of the French.
It looked like it.
Yeah, supreme shepherding from number 3 from France there as Bastien Bellor there just clearing the path down the wall like a bulldozer for the player behind as GB are forced back in their defensive corner. Unfamiliar territory for them in this game so far, Thomas.
Donc effectivement, donc là les Français reprennent le contrôle du match, mais encore une fois poussent très fort, poussent les Anglais à la faute, mais c'est eux qui font une faute. On le rappelle encore une fois. On n'a pas le droit de faire une faute en attaque. Déjà en défense, c'est pas correct, mais en attaque, c'est une grosse erreur. Pas de faute.
Yeah, look, it's not exactly how I would have put it, Tom, but it's pretty close to the way I'm seeing it break down in front of me here as the GB boys this time putting it into the middle of their stack of forwards as opposed to straight onto the wall, but it's ended up on the wall anyway. As then they pull it back to the wall again, and it's really just who can hit it the hardest at the moment, Tom.
Ah, je ne sais pas ce qu'ils font là, les Anglais. Ils avaient la maîtrise du jeu, ils sont en train d'aller jouer sur le mur. C'est pas forcément leur force, je ne sais pas ce qu'ils veulent.
As GB chipping it in behind and trying to swim onto that. Signal from the ref. Lazy hands wheeling, just waiting for confirmation on whose call it is. We've got a ref's timeout being signalled by Tyler DeVries on the surface there, and he's pointing towards Nath Whelan, who's looking for number 4 from GB, and
that's
he's getting
good referee.
Yeah. Number 4 from GB there. I'm not sure if that was a 1 or a 2 minute penalty, but number 4 from GB being Harry Thompson, being kicked out into the sin bin there, Tomo.
Yeah, but l'arbitre... Oh, on en voit aussi un français. Non, 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 non. Ah, on aurait pu avoir l'avantage, mais on va se retrouver à 5. Attention, les Français ont bien joué à 5. Yeah. L'arbitre demande à un mec de sortir, il faut sortir. On envoie le joueur le moins expérimenté ou celui qui peut être le moins fort dans l'équipe. Il doit se sacrifier, donc c'est ce que fait le numéro 8, Clément Arrocas, il sort. Yeah. J'espère que les Français vont bien jouer à 5. They were doing a good job at 5 last time.
I know, and Clement Arrocas, he's the highest scorer in this men's under-19 division throughout the round robin, Tom, and so he'll be sorely missed by this French outfit who will be looking to put one on the goal to go ahead here, Tom.
Nick, c'est très dur là pour les Français. Ils avaient vu un Anglais sortir, ils pensaient être en supériorité numérique. On renvoie quelqu'un derrière, mais qui va derrière? Qui se fait sortir? French again.
Yeah, so we now have 2 French players with a 1 minute penalty against them and 1 GB player out with a 2 minute penalty. So that's the number 9, Valentin Carr, getting out there, and a strong punch of the seat, showing a little bit, losing his cool a little bit there, Thomas.
Yeah, I think je vois qu'il perd le contrôle de lui, c'est pas bon, on doit se reconcentrer, te préparer, et quand tu vas rentrer dans l'eau, tu vas mettre la pression, mais sur le palais, pas sur la chaise. Donc,
do you think it could be something to do with the flippers there? Obviously, both of them looking like they're wearing hockey sub-rares. Is that something that's causing all this fouling, Thomas?
No, of course not, Nick. You're very dirty. You think you're going to win with a plastic fence? Not me.
No. As the game gets back underway, hopefully this might open the game up a little bit, Thomas, as they play 5-on-4 here.
5-on-5 now, 5-on-5, nearly 5-on-5.
As we get Liam Watson from Hydro Underwater Hockey chiming in here that there's a Hydro glove is an immovable object versus an unstoppable force here on the wall.
Très beau contrôle du palais, là les Français sont en contrôle du palais. Oh, magnifique! Magnifique, presque.
Almost magnificent is what I'm hearing there, Thomas, as once again the loose flicks letting both sides down.
Là, il faut garder le contrôle du palais, on est revenu à 5 contre 5, on a fait beaucoup d'efforts, il faut donner le palais à un noir, les gars vous êtes noirs, on donne le palais à un noir, point final.
As the French player goes back in and we're 5-on-5 here, Thomas. And it is a bit of a bash fest in there at the moment, Thomas.
Oui, c'est pas du très beau jeu. Là, il faut vraiment que les Français se ressaisissent, retrouvent leur match, les flying. They have to become like a flying Dutchman, swim with the puck and score.
Yes, the testosterone of these boys is very high, as we're being pointed out in the chat. It'll be interesting to see. And I'm being told here from the control room that we're getting a timeout signal from the Brits, but the buzzer is going, so nobody really knows what's happening here. A bit of confusion on the pool deck, Thomas.
Yeah, I think it's high pressure for the player, but high pressure for the referee. Everybody's on pressure. Donc il y a beaucoup de pression de part et d'autre, et donc tout le monde peut faire des erreurs, même les arbitres.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to which team can find some courage and find their mind or their brain in here, Thomas, and take control of that puck and keep it on their bat.
Je peux pas dire mieux, Nick. Ah, peut-être une sortie d'un Anglais. Enfin, nous allons être en supériorité numérique. Enfin, nous sommes en supériorité numérique, les gars. Il va falloir y aller 8 minutes.
Yeah, number 6 there, Thomas. Lyndon Bedo being ejected from the pool. 2 minutes for excessive hugging by Lazy Hands Whelan. As the GB team go down to 5, and we'll see if they can perform with the same spirit the French have when they've been down numbers, Thomas.
Je crois que c'est peut-être le tournant du match, les gars. Je crois qu'il y a Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Un temps mort de l'arbitrage ou un temps mort des coachs?
Yeah, so we've got a timeout called by GB here, I think, Thomas, to regroup and figure out how they're going to defend, pushed back on their 5-2.
Ok, donc maintenant les Français sont 6, quelles peuvent être les consignes de Paul? Ne pas s'énerver, on a 2 minutes pour marquer, 2 minutes c'est largement suffisant, on fait tourner le palais, on les fait nager, et on leur met un but avant qu'il soit 5, avant qu'il soit 6.
As we saw some more footage there, Tomara, of Oliver Crawford, who still hasn't straightened his mask or his hat. This could be the problem and why they're not managing to find each other. Perhaps that wonky mask just making those passes a bit wayward.
C'est exact, c'est exact. Il faut savoir prendre soin de son matériel et arriver au championnat du monde avec un matériel parfait. C'est manifestement pas son cas. J'espère que ça va pas lui porter préjudice. Oh, les gars, allez la France!
Oh yeah, but the players are all coming up, which to me says it's in the tray. We're looking for the referees.
Voilà,
referees
allez,
signaling a goal.
Ok, so as I said to the guy, j'ai dit, on maintient le palais, on attend pour marquer. Et qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait? Ils ont mis le palais définitivement.
Yeah, we've got the replay going here. The French just with the numbers behind the puck. A bit of weak body position there from the GB backs, Tomar, as they were just stuck
2-1,
recycling.
2-1. Et maybe, peut-être que c'est le tournant du match, les gars, et on va voir si les Français deviennent là ils vont se remettre à nager de partout et envoyer du jeu, ce qu'on appelle. Est-ce qu'ils vont être capables de faire ça? Pour l'instant, oui, mais ils tirent au blanc encore une fois.
Yeah, consistently both teams are flicking it around, and we've got Maud telling me you should point out how the French are going to win this. So I'll just point out to the chat group that I don't care who wins this game. What I care is that we get a quality game of hockey out to the world, and that is what is happening here as both teams fight it out brutally in what is a contest of strength, Thomas.
Oui, je crois que les deux équipes veulent gagner, on voit de la puissance. Effectivement, Nick et moi, nous aimerions voir un petit peu plus de jeu, un petit peu plus de technique pour sortir de ce mur et envoyer du vrai jeu, du jeu qui nous fait rêver. Maintenant, c'est une finale, Nick, it's a final and we don't care how we win.
Yeah,
just the winning is the winning.
Amazing things happen in finals, and Paul Barrow there signaling a timeout as it looked like Nathan Whelan was looking for a player to throw out, but he's either forgotten or changed his mind, and
or maybe he shake his hand and he forget.
Yeah, it's hard with the hand shakes so slow with old slow hands Whelan. Sometimes it can be hard to tell what's going on, but certainly if you had a Vero or a Hugo in there, the crisp movements and the greased up elbow of those guys, there would be no confusion here for anybody. As Paul having some strong words to his boys. What have we got left on the clock here, Thomas? Just over 6.5 minutes. Do you think he's telling them to just park the bus?
No, we definitely have to play. On peut pas arrêter le match à 6 minutes. Le match est 6 minutes. How much time do we need to score? 14 seconds, I will say. So the game is not over so far.
No, the game is definitely not over, as we've seen this spirited GB unit come back numerous times during this tournament. They have a fighting spirit, but down a man at the moment, it's a chance for the French to try and seize control of this puck and move it to their advantage, Thomas.
Exact, ils doivent récupérer le palais. Attention, ils n'ont pas la possession du palais. Ils sont 6 contre 5, il faut en profiter. Est-ce qu'ils vont être capables de le faire? Pour l'instant, ça semble bien parti pour les Français.
As we see another shoving battle in the middle of the pool here, both teams just trying to push it back behind the other one. French with the more numbers on the bottom.
Yeah, more number, and they've got support on the left.
Yeah, there's advantage being played by the referee on the surface, and we've got a signal here. Looks like Chris Meeks. He's going for a ref's timeout, which he wants to talk to a few players. To me, that looks like you were scooping it on your glove. I'm going to point to number 4 there. It's going to be against GB.
Okay, donc
penalty, and he's going for a penalty. So we have a 2-on-1 as we go back to the replay. Yeah, it's hard to see anything from that view.
No, I agree with you. We can't see it really, but it's a penalty. So let's see if the French are as good as the English to score the penalty.
Yeah, absolutely. So
penalty, c'est toujours une chose très délicate. L'ont-ils travaillé? J'espère qu'ils l'ont travaillé.
Back to our fantastic penalty cam here. As the French take this one. Oh, it's the break.
Oh, very dangerous to do that. Very dangerous.
It's a good flick, but breaking by the GB player there anyway. And it's number 5. That's Morant, who has spent numerous trips to the sin bin, coming good there with a flick into the goals, Thomas.
Yeah, but he flicked too high. It would have been dangerous if we'd have been there. Nick or me will have catch it. So it's very dangerous high flick on the
Yeah, we go to the replay, and the French throwing the balk out there. Not enough confidence just to take the puck. Has to balk to try and confuse the GB player.
This is the turn of the game, Mick.
Yeah,
I think
the GB player taking the bait, leaving the wall, but didn't matter because the flick went in. As
let's see the start now. French get position with the puck. Still, no, the French are flicking back to the white, boys, to the black.
As GB go back to 6-on-6 here as we see goal from number 5, Adrian Morant in that one. And certainly seems like the French have found an extra gear here, Thomas, and you seem to have found an extra gear. Your heart rate coming up in the commentary booth.
Yeah, because I think that we are about to get the miracle. We'll see. So far, I think it's very good. 3-1, it's very good, but 6 against 6. Now we're going to see.
Obviously, a few players in this French team from last year, Thomas, where they were beaten by the Kiwis in this division in the Grand Final. So a chance for them to get one back and put a gold medal on if they can find something here in the last 5 minutes and keep this GB team from coming back.
Oui, donc effectivement, il va falloir qu'ils gardent la pression. Quelques-uns de ces joueurs étaient déjà là il y a 2 ans. Ils sont encore là. Ils se rappellent une finale perdue. Une finale perdue, ça arrive. 2 finales perdues, il ne faut pas exagérer. Les Français sont sur la bonne voie. 3-1 à 5 minutes de la fin, c'est encore bon, mais tout peut encore se passer.
And a good call there from Liam Watson from Hydro Underwater Hockey, just pointing out that we should probably concussion test both those French players after the celebratory headbutt at the end of that 2-on-1. Interesting technique. Is that something that Paul would have taught them, you think, there, Thomas, the celebratory headbutt?
C'est une bonne technique, effectivement, mais il faut faire attention. Il faut faire attention de ne pas l'utiliser trop.
Yeah, no, it is a magnificent technique to watch, but we've got another infringement being called here. Excessive hugging, number 4 from GB being pulled up. That's Harry Thompson. Simon Talbot there signalling that one and pushing the GB team back into the centre corridor, right at the off-ramp to the highway to the danger zone there, Thomas.
Yeah, 4 minutes. Il faut maîtriser le palais. Les Français vont le maîtriser. Ils ne prennent pas de risque cette fois. Ils ne tirent pas à n'importe qui. Ils se le donnent dans leur crosse. Les Noirs tirent au noir et les Anglais reprennent le contrôle du palais.
Yeah, look, and Liam Watson chiming in again here, wondering if you've bought your spare pants with you in Thomas. In fact, I have seen his spare pants, Liam. He's bought his suit in today, obviously.
No, but I have to add something. When you are over 50, you take some special protection for all boys. You don't need to have this.
No, I'll have to take your word for that, Thomas. Not a problem I've come across just yet, but I'm sure you've got that under control with all your experience in that department. As Talbot there, once again, doing his soft pepper grinder for the gloving, and a ref's timeout. It's a warning for soft pepper grinding against the French team.
Oui, donc encore une fois, donc une erreur avec un avertissement général. Un avertissement général, ça veut dire que le prochain coup, la prochaine faute, le Français sort. Attention les gars, on joue bien à 5, mais on joue beaucoup mieux à 6.
And it's going to take something special from GB here, Tom. Just under 3.5 minutes to go to pull back a 2-goal deficit in a game where the French have not let a lot of goals in this tournament. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can find something in this next 30 seconds.
I have to replay in English. I say, sorry GB, I think it's over for you.
We did hear this from Thomas earlier in a few previous games, and it has come back into question as I just look for my stats sheet. So this is a French team that during the round robin has only let in 2 goals. So it's going to be a tough ask for GB here, Tom.
Bien sûr que ça va être difficile pour les Anglais. 2 minutes 56, c'est encore possible. Mais plus le temps passe, plus c'est dur. Les Français maîtrisent le palais sur le mur. Les Anglais poussent encore. Ils sont encore dans la danger zone, encore une fois, Nick.
Yes.
Il renvoie dans le coin, mais les Français... Oh, attention, on ne tient pas le palais trop longtemps dans le coin. Il faut sortir de ce coin, sinon on peut se faire pénaliser, les gars.
Yes,
on voit les Français sont toujours là. Ils gardent leur air. Les gars, allez-y!
He's parked the bus. He's just put that in the corner and parked it as I just checked the GoFundMe. Lachlan Brown throwing in $5. Katie Robertson, $20. Helen Thompson, $50. Thank you for those donations as we do our very best to provide you this completely volunteer stream of the 4th CMAS World Age Group Underwater Hockey Championships, Tom. 2 minutes to go. GB need to get that puck out of the corner if they want a chance.
Je crois que c'est fini, Nick. Les Français ont une parfaite maîtrise du palais. On l'a vu dans le coin. Parfaite maîtrise du palais. Ils sont capables de réattaquer. Ils restent sur le mur. Les Anglais restent sur le mur. Ce n'est pas une bonne tactique. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, we're getting close,
Very close, and it's now or never for GB. They need to grab this puck, get it off this wall and move it out onto the highway if they want a chance of getting this one back as they throw numbers around it, and it turns into a good old-fashioned punch-off, but it's come off the wall, big strong 45 swim, and they've got numbers recycling here, Thomas. He's going for the fast break, but no.
Not a chance, but I definitely agree with you. What you said, exactly what they have to do. 134. Sorry, boys.
Yeah, it's not looking good for what has been a spirited GB who are hunting for their first gold medal in any of the age group underwater hockey men's divisions here. But it's just going to be a little bit too little, too late, I think, Thomas.
Yeah, it's too late. It's over now. But the both teams, they still want to win, or they still want to score. The French want to score more, and the English definitely they want to score, and probably they will score one. But after that will be very, very short time. But let's see if they can do it or not.
Obviously, GB have already used their timeout as well, so no way to eat the clock down there as the French well and truly park the Wenger bus in the corner of the court there. We've got soft hands Whelan signalling a lazy stick infringement. Not a lot of effort in that one. It's Tom, I think Nath might think this one's all over as well.
Yeah, I think even for the referee, they see it's over. But over doesn't mean finish, so we have to keep going, boys.
And we'll see if GB can put one in here. It's not impossible for them to put in two, but the French defense it's popped back
that was close. That was close.
We've got bodies down. It's still happening. 40 seconds to go. Signal from the referees here. Clock stops.
Penalty.
Nathan Whelan calling a penalty.
Clock stop penalty. So they still
we've got a replay here. So
seconds.
obviously the French getting caught on the back wall there and just popping up, getting caught napping. We nearly saw it go in early. But then obviously just a bit of gloving along the back wall and Nathan Whelan signalling the penalty shot. So be interesting here, Tom. We've got 38 seconds left on the clock.
38. It's possible, Nick. It's still possible for the GB. It will be like great if they do that. They will show that they're fucking great. Let's see if they can
Thomas
do
drops the fourth F-bomb of the game
37, 38. Boys. Let's see if they can do it, but it's going to be very, very hard.
Some pressure on the scorekeepers here too, because I believe as soon as that goal goes in, Tom, they're supposed to start the clock and let it tick down. But it appears they're going to hold the refs' time out until they get back to the back wall, which is actually going to give this GB team an extra bit of time. As
that's not by the rule. That could be the French goal.
We could see a controversial protest here.
For sure.
If GB put one in here, I think you'll find that the refs should have started the clock.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, one French. Ok, donc un Français se retrouve dehors. Nous sommes à 5. À 5, les gars, on tient. On est fort sur le contrôle du palais. Pas de faute. 37 secondes. The GB can score. Yeah, but French won it. Les Français ont le palais. Ils ont le contrôle du palais. Non, plus maintenant. Ils sont à la bataille. Les Français ont encore le contrôle du palais. Non, un mauvais tir. Il reste sous l'eau. Il repasse à son camarade. Les Anglais ont le palais. Attention, 20 secondes. 20 secondes, non, c'est très bon, il passe à travers les deux mains. Il est encore... Et là, il repart, les gars. 14 secondes, I think it's over, boys.
I think you've done it, Tom. I think the French boys are going to take out the under-19 men's 4th CMAS World Age Group Underwater Hockey title here. And it's a gold medal going to France.
I've got chicken pulse, as I say. Les gars, chicken pops. Well done, boys. Well done, French. And well done, GB.
That is a huge game as we see the emotion just being unloaded in the pool there, Thomas. The boys pretty happy with that effort. Tip of the hat to GB. They put up a fantastic fight. Going down 3-2 to a very animated French outfit there, Tom.
Yeah. Je vais le dire en français, c'était un très beau match. Les Français avaient pris un bon départ, ils ont été rejoints, ils ont commencé à faire des fautes, ils se sont réveillés, ils sont repartis et finalement ils gagnent. Ils vont s'en souvenir toute leur vie. I think they're going to think about that all their life. But GB did a great game because you cannot have a great game without a great team in front of you.
No, look, and credit to both teams here. There is absolutely no shame in walking away with a silver medal, Tom. Fantastic effort from both these sides, and congratulations to both their coaches. As I'm going to head out on the pool deck to announce the next game. It's been a pleasure calling this one with you, Thomas.
Merci, Nick. It's always a pleasure to be with you and talking and with the other guys on the internet. I will see you next time, boys.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next game. As Thomas is actually going to stay here and keep talking as we see Paul getting some love from his boys there, Tom.
Ok, so Paul, c'est la deuxième fois qu'il est champion du monde. Il a déjà été champion du monde tout seul en tant que joueur. Ça a été un très très grand joueur. Aujourd'hui, il est champion du monde pour la 3e fois, c'est-à-dire 2 fois en tant que coach. 2 fois en tant que coach, ça veut dire qu'il rentre maintenant dans la légende. Paul a écrit l'histoire, il a écrit l'histoire avec Olivier Bain, l'assistant coach, et évidemment les 12 joueurs, car on rappelle qu'il n'y en a que 10 qui jouent la finale, mais il y en a 12 sur le papier, les 12 ont tourné, et les 12 ont permis de jouer aux 10 meilleurs joueurs d'être à la finale, et on n'oublie jamais les 12e qui ont joué avec nous, et c'est très important de les avoir. Aujourd'hui, donc là, nous sommes en train de voir le serrage de main entre les deux équipes, donc ça devient une tradition, les deux équipes passent les unes devant les autres, et le coach vient serrer et congratuler, donc c'est ce qu'on a toujours appris. Les joueurs viennent serrer la main, disent merci. Même s'il y a un peu de rancœur, il ne peut pas y avoir de rancœur. On a donné le meilleur de nous-mêmes, c'est une finale. On a vu les deux équipes jouer vraiment extrêmement bien, même s'ils ont fait beaucoup d'erreurs. Mais n'oublions pas qu'ils ont moins de 19 ans. Et si nous étions à leur place, à leur âge, nous n'aurions jamais fait ça.
What a game there, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see. We're just doing some shuffling here and getting some people on the pool deck. See if we can have a word with some of the competitors. But what a serious contest. Having seen those French and GB guys come up against each other during the round robin, we always knew it was going to be a tough match, and that was fantastic. It had everything. It had almost comebacks, super close hockey, super intense, and remarkable coming from two under-19 teams. Really good to see. I can tell you, we were all losing our little minds in the commentary box, jumping around. Thomas, of course, really going.
I'm just waiting for Thomas to join us here so he can interview the French captain. The camera's right here.
Donc bonjour à tous, donc nous sommes encore en direct. Voici Florentin Dufour donc, qui est avec nous. Je vais lui passer son premier mot, son premier commentaire. Florentin.
C'est incroyable, putain, on est champion du monde.
On dit pas putain, Florentin, on dit flûte.
Flûte.
Ok, donc Florentin, donc tu as fait un super match. Tu sais que tu es mon petit-fils, je t'ai toujours appelé Kirikou. Kirikou, qu'est-ce que ça fait de devenir un homme maintenant?
Ah, c'est grandiose hein, de rejoindre le papa au Panthéon, entre guillemets, le champion du monde. Et un grand merci à Thomas de Trémont qui m'a formé durant toutes ces années. Merci beaucoup.
Alors merci, mais un grand merci aux coachs, aux deux coachs, Paul et Olivier, car je te rappelle, si tu es là, c'est grâce à eux.
Ouais. Merci Paul et Olivier, je vous aime.
Ah, tu as plus de voix, il faut garder de la voix pour la soirée, Kirikou, n'oublie pas.
Exactement, exactement.
Allez, merci Michael.
Okay, we're joined by the captain of the Great Britain team. What a wonderful game to watch. Sorry, disappointed didn't you go your way?
Yeah, it's very hard to take at this point, but I'm sure we can look back on that silver medal, still be very proud.
Yeah, it was a wonderful game to watch. I think you'll enjoy it when you watch it. You guys put in a heartful effort. You pressured them every half of the game, every moment of it.
Yeah, I've never been so tired in my life. Jeez. Oh.
Well, congratulations. I'm sorry you lost that one, but a silver medal age. Is this your first one?
No, I went to Spain 2 years ago, and France knocked us out in the semi-finals, so done it again, but a silver medal is a lot better than fourth, so we'll take it.
Okay, congratulations on the silver medal. Enjoy the tonight. Thank you. And that's bringing the sometimes. We're going to be joining the next game. That'll be the New Zealand ladies versus Colombia.